And welcome back to another Disco Inferno YouTube channel video. Today is another episode of Explore the Disco. You know the series. You love it. Maybe you hate it and you wish I would stop making it. If that's the case, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to see your input. But I would imagine that y'all are still watching these because you actually like the series and enjoy it. So today is episode 47 for Kodak Black. Just in case you forgot from the last video. That's right. I spent about a week listening to Kodak Black. And boy, was it an experience. So let me get this out of the way to start with. I did not know much about Kodak before listening, right? I had heard a few of his major hits, heard a few songs that he had features on, and my immediate thought and persisting thought about Kodak was not for me. And also kind of not for anyone. Like, how'd he get famous? This is not good music. That was my personal opinion. I mean, knock it all you want, but it was and is my personal opinion. Well, not is. I'll get into a little bit of detail on that later. But listening to him for a whole week has really showed me something. It's showed me how things can change. Let's start with let's start at the beginning, because his albums tell a story that I want to tell. And I can use his example, his albums as a plot device here. So his very first album was Project Baby. Nice, good sounding album, whatever have you, right? Then he goes to Heart of the Projects. Nice, pretty nice sounding album, right? Institution, right? Each of these a year apart. Lil Big Pac, a year after that. Painting Pictures, a year after that. Now we start getting to a point where maybe Kodak has a little more free time on his hands. But we've got Painting Pictures, 2017. Project Baby 2, All Grown Up, also in 2017. Now, it probably wasn't that big of a problem for him, because he was kind of blowing up and popping and could afford all this stuff. And also, sorry, 7:44 in the morning. And not because I woke up this early. And he didn't make the beats himself. But I know from experience that making 2 albums in a year is a really fucking challenging process. So that's already like props to Kodak for that one. Then we got Heartbreak Kodak 2018, Dying to Live 2018. Then he took a little bit off, and then here's where I think it gets a little bit iffy. Because in my opinion, his consistency drops. See, something I noticed that while listening to Kodak is his first few albums, they have their hits on them, right? I mean, Painting Pictures has like the most popular Kodak song ever with Tunnel Vision, I think. Okay, maybe not the most popular, but like pretty high up there. I think it's like second or third. Yeah, it looks about second or third most popular. Okay, so I was kind of wrong with that one. But second or third most popular song is still very good on Painting Pictures 2017. Once we get to 2020, he still has hits here and there. But the rest of the music is just not as good. He's making albums to chase a few hits, and it's not as consistent as it was before. And that right there really turned me off for the rest of his music. So from like Bill Israel onwards, which by the way, I don't know why he has an album titled Bill Israel, but whatever. Now I will say he did redeem himself a little bit, Back for Everything, specifically with the song Super Gremlin, his actual most popular one. And that's about it. And you know what? I will say, I did like a lot of different aspects on Just Getting Started, which is his newest project. So I will give him that. Like Still Get Chanel with Chance the Rapper is the standout track to me. I like the Lil Yachty feature on Shooting Craps, or whatever you want to say for it. There were standout tracks. I'm not going to deny that Just Getting Started felt more like his older era. But it's just not the same, right? And looking at this right now, he put out one in 2020, one in 2021, two in 2022. He put out two. Well, I don't know why that's considered an album. That's just a French Montana song. 2 albums in 23. He put out 4 albums in 2024. 4. And like one of them was a collab tape, with what I think is his label. So like half the song, a few of the songs don't have him on it. That's 3 individual projects. And none of them really hit. I'm sorry, but none of them really hit. I mean, my favorite one. Oof, this one's hard. I think I'm stuck between 2 on this one. I'm stuck between Painting Pictures and Dying to Live. I think I'm gonna go Dying to Live here. To me, it just has better tunes. But I digress. You're allowed to disagree. Definitely. Let's check out some singles and EPs, shall we? Lighten the mood a little bit. I don't decide right here, but like I do a little bit. Listen, I am always going to be a big fan of the song Horses from the Fate of the Furious movie. I first heard Horses while doing my P&B rock listen, and I was like, wow, this is a nice solid tune. I think Kodak's part on that song is my least favorite part, but yeah, I mean, he still does pretty good on that song, which in my opinion is rare. It's rare for me to see Kodak on a song and say, wow, this is some good stuff. Especially, I mean, y'all saw the video I put out on Tuesday. Might have spent a chunk of time talking about how much I didn't like Kodak. Wake Up in the Sky is always a classic. I mean, come on. Bruno Mars, Gucci Mane, ZZ, Testimony, Mosh Pit. Like, he's got some good songs out there. He's got great songs out there for sure. He's got some remixes of Super Gremlin that I thought were kind of fun to listen to. Heaven on Earth with Lil Tecca, which is honestly a great song. And it needs a little more love. Not a lot more, but a little more. I'm gonna go with Horses, and I probably said this was one of my favorite P&B rock songs too, but it's just like, it's a great tune. I love Horses. It's a great tune. I'll put on Horses when I'm just listening to music because I think it's fun, right? Like a lot of these episodes and stuff, maybe I'm not putting their music on all the time, right? I'm not consistently going back to it. Horses is one of those songs that I'm consistently going back to. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'll leave that. So that was quite the divisive episode there. So I think we need a little switch up here. I think we need maybe someone a little where I have less vile opinions of them, you know? Not vile opinions. I don't have vile opinions of Kodak Black, but come on. I just don't enjoy his music like that. You know what I'm saying? And no offense to Kodak if he somehow finds this video. I'm sure you're a great guy, and hey, if you don't mind giving me a verse, like, I'm down with that. But imagine an album of mine with a Kodak verse on it. That would be crazy. Yes. I'm not gonna make you look at the wheel for the rest of time. Let's spin it, shall we? I didn't make it through the whole. Didn't I already do this, guy? Didn't I already do this? Am I tripping? He dropped a new thing, though. Yeah. I already did designer. What? I guess I fucked up my list a little bit. I will fix the list after this video. Right now we're just gonna respin. Oh my god. I can't believe I fucked up my list like that. Now this is someone I know I haven't done yet. I'm still scrolling to check. Okay, yeah, shocking. It's not. I haven't. Roddy Ricch. If you don't know Roddy Ricch, he is lovingly referred to by everyone he knows as the guy who did the box. But he's actually got quite a few hits that I've heard before. Okay, so with that being said, Roddy Ricch is for next week, and I am going to fix that list now, because now that I've noticed one thing wrong with it, I gotta make sure that I actually fix it, you know what I'm saying? So there's that. I'm excited to get into Roddy Ricch. I've heard bits and pieces of him here and there. I've actually heard a decent amount of his standout hits. But, like, I don't know. Fun is what I'm going to say. Sounds like fun. So, with that being said, peace, love. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If I hit 6 or 7, 6, 7. If I hit 6 or 7 likes, I'll do another Explore the Disco. I'll do it anyway. I'm going to. You don't have to like, but you should. Whatever. Let me finish my rant. Peace, love, go read a book, and I will see you all in the next one. Keep on burning up that dance floor.